Welcome to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us today. We're filming today at the Vinery. They're just off of East Washington Avenue. It's a stained glass studio. And every time we come here, we learn something new. And they encourage you to create and create something for yourself, create a gift. So we're going to talk with the owner, Denny, and I think they've got a tent sale coming up. We're going to be talking garden art.
Yeah,
I love that.
Looking at my notes here, there's a lot going on, but I noticed hamburgers and brats are on the list.
Always pointing out the food action within the segment.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly. But garden art is so neat, and in case people don't know what that is, I didn't really know what they meant by that until I started coming here, but it's, if you see in people's gardens in their yards around town, it's those big, beautiful glass flowers that come out and are kind of hiding with the rest of the natural flowers,
Gorgeous.
and they're just beautiful. You can make up your own colors and really do whatever you want.
I think they have some mushrooms too.
Mushrooms too.
Oh,
cute.
Art
Anything
meets
you want.
nature.
Yeah. Nature.
And moving from art, we're going to CrossFit. The CrossFit Games, we know they're coming to Madison soon. I think August 3rd is when they begin.
Yep.
We have a special treat for you because there is only one competitor in the Reebok Games that's representing Wisconsin, and we're going to meet some folks from that particular gym, and I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yes. It's tough to qualify for those games, so that really says
Oh my
something.
gosh, it's national, and can you imagine the fitness level?
It's international. Yeah.
That's what I said.
international.
Can you just edit that in there?
Well, and I only know that because I got the the honor of being able to talk with this individual who we'll talk about, and gonna get some accolades later for him. So
and let's not forget it is Girl Talk, so we have some Girl Talk subject. Okay, how many hours do you think we've spent in our life making the mascara face? Trying
Oh my gosh.
Trying to
What
get
is
the
your
perfect
mascara face? I think I go for the,
Yeah, you gotta stretch.
yeah.
in efforts to get the perfect lash. Well, we have a lash extension topic coming up next. This is kind of the new craze, and I love the idea of shaving off a few minutes of the morning routine. Doesn't that sound good too?
yeah.
That sounds amazing. I should spend less time racing around the house.
So we're gonna get to talk to Debbie from Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon about lash extension.
And there may be something you notice different about Emily and I, but we're not going to tell you.
Gee, I wonder what it could be.
We're gonna keep it mysterious. They're all guessing at them. I love it. Yeah, but we're going every other. So two of us haven't done lash extensions yet, but are envious of some very beautiful lashes.
Very
on
lush.
this too.
Yeah.
It's an
Looking forward
easy
to it.
experience, so that's something to be said.
Yeah, do you feel like a celebrity? Because that's kind of the secret the celebrities have been using for a while now to get that long
Right.
lash.
Well, and it really helps you kind of perfect that whole I woke up like this look.
Because you actually did
Like,
wake
you
up
actually
like
did.
that.
And then you're actually being truthful.
You just pulled Beyonce into our conversation. Thank you.
And the
Alrighty.
snap.
Well, we're going to learn how they work, how much they cost, how long they last. That's all coming up next, right after the break. You're watching Girl Talk.
Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're having a very nice time here, as we always do, at the Vinery Stained Glass Studio. We'll talk with those folks later, but first of all, I would like to reintroduce Debbie Offerdahl from Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon, and a new face to us at Girl Talk. Welcome to Allison Taylor.
Hello,
thank you for being here today. Absolutely. So, we are going to talk today about your beautiful salon, which myself and Ellen had the pleasure of visiting yesterday to get eyelash extension.
Gotta do one of these.
Yeah,
Yep, that's better eyes, girls. Hollywood's been doing that for years, by the way.
Yeah,
Decades.
so tell us about, if people don't know what this is, how it works, and who uses it, and...
Well, the eyes are the best, is the best feature of your face, seriously. And, having eyelashes on your eyes, actually, it can accentuate your eyes and make them look bigger, you can look younger, more beautiful, and it's less time, less makeup, as you agree. So Allison, who's been doing eyelashes extensions with Extreme Eyelash, she's certified. You have to be certified for this. She'll explain everything about that, and she does a great job, and you guys look beautiful.
Well, thank you. Thank you for doing it. You made it very peaceful. Yes.
It was so relaxing. I literally fell asleep multiple times.
Yeah.
Literally. I woke up to like my foot jerking because it was such a relaxing experience. But of course, since we were having it done, I couldn't really see what you were actually doing, Allison. How does that process actually work?
Yeah, so they're individual lashes that go on each individual lash that you have yourself. It can range anywhere from 100 to 300. It kind of depends on, everybody's lashes are kind of like their fingerprint.
Yeah.
Not one is the same. And so I just take the lash and I dip it in an adhesive and then I place it on your single lash. So the whole process takes about anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours. Like I said, depending on how many lashes you have yourself.
So how do you select the length then? that you want to use?
So everybody's eye shape is different. My style that I like to do is follow the curvature to your own eye, so that no matter the length, like if it's the length of Debbie's or yours, it kind of just follows your pattern of your eyes.
And now we were talking a little bit yesterday about, well, first of all, it takes quite a lot of patience to be this kind of artist. I mean,
I can't even imagine.
I can't either. I'm not too good at that. I don't sit still well. So this one just makes you lie down in like a massage table atmosphere in a room by yourself.
You have to cover up with a blanket.
Spa music.
Spa music,
yeah.
But I was asking, we were kind of saying, you have to have like hands of a surgeon and be very calm and relaxed. And you had to go through quite a bit of training for this. How does that work?
I did. So I went about 2 days, 12-hour days, which was pretty long, but it was fun. And then it took me about 6 months to actually get it down, and about 1.5 years to actually find my groove, and
An Extreme Eyelash Company is the top brand. That's what all Hollywood uses because it is the most quality eyelash. There's weight, there's all sorts of sizes and curvatures, but that's what Hollywood uses. That's the standard, and they put you through a rigorous educational course training. You have to submit your work before they even approve you, and it's about a $5,000 course.
Wow.
She's a licensed cosmetologist for 8 years, and so you have to be a licensed cosmetologist. But then that's her own. She took that additional education for that. So you need to be certain that you're going to a certified eyelash extension artist with a cosmetologist license.
So they don't take this lightly at Ultimate Veritas, obviously. I mean, there's quite a bit of training happening here. We're talking about beauty, but we're also talking about your eyes. I mean, it's a very important part of your face and your body.
It's usually what you look at when you're communicating with somebody.
And it reduces your time doing makeup. Because did you have to do mascara on top, ladies?
No, I didn't do any mascara on top. This is only the eyelashes. I didn't have to do any eyeliner, and I didn't even put on eyeshadow today because I just felt like I had enough.
You have beautiful skin.
Thank you.
She's just awesome. You should be in film.
I know, right?
All right, let's go to Hollywood.
So, quick before we go, how long do these last?
So they last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Typically, my clients come back 2 to 3 weeks. Kind of depends on your lash growth because your lashes grow and shed just like our hair does every day.
And how about maintenance? I'm assuming you can stop in and get them filled in.
You can. Yep, you come and get them filled. The only maintenance you need to do is stay away from oil and use non-waterproof mascara. And make sure you brush them every day.
Perfect.
Easy.
Thank
Easy
you
peasy.
so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us and
Thanks for
educating
having
us
us.
and giving us this service.
Yes.
It was lovely
You
to
guys
have
look
you.
awesome.
Thank you. Debbie and Allison from Ultimate Veritas Spa Salon. Please go visit them on Monona Drive and stay tuned for more Girl Talk right after the break.
And welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming at the Vinery today. We will catch up with those folks a little bit later, but right now we are talking CrossFit. If you've been following any of our segments on CrossFit, you know that the Reebok CrossFit Games are finally coming to Madison and to stay for the next 3 years. It's been in California ever since the games originated. And joining us right now, we have some assistant coaches from CrossFit Fort Atkinson. Joining me is Sarah, Nash, and Robert. Thanks for coming in today, you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, so just a quick brief, where's the gym that you all work at?
So it's in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. CrossFit Fort Atkinson.
And it's called CrossFit Fort Atkinson. What's the difference between a CrossFit gym and all the other gyms out there, and a lot of regular gyms, I guess?
So like a normal gym would kind of just be like you go and you do your own thing. You're not really having like a coach or anything, whereas CrossFit is more personal training, more community-based, family-based type deal.
Is there a CrossFit gym that anyone would just kind of walk in and do their own thing, or is it always kind of a group environment?
Well, there's always going to be different environments in different gyms, but for the most part, there's a good, strong sense of community at most of the gyms that you'll come across.
I've definitely heard that from all the different gyms that we have been speaking with. There's always talk about the community and the camaraderie that goes along with that. Now, the fact that the games are here in Madison for the next 3 years, what does that mean to you guys? Specifically your gym. Have you seen a lot of increase in interest?
I would say, yeah, there's been a lot of members signing up lately. We also have like 6-week challenges where a lot of ladies join in. We also have right now a couple games athletes training at our gym and coming in and getting acclimated to the climate and everything, training together before they go into the games.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the games being in Madison, being so close, it has brought a lot of the people that are going to be participating in the games very to Madison. So they're around us. There's going to be people flowing through our gym for the next week or so. It's pretty cool.
So they are coming in because they need to get a workout.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they want to get acclimated to the weather, the humidity,
That's for sure.
We're not used to that.
I'm still acclimating to the humidity. Now, actually, this is kind of a special treat to have these folks here from CrossFit Fort Atkinson because your owner, my understanding is the only person competing at the games that's representing Wisconsin. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the only person to even make it through the first stage of qualifying for the games.
Okay, so you do have to qualify through a few hurdles in order to even be in the games. And let's give him a shout out. His name is Jeb Simmons, and he's the owner.
Jeb Simmons.
Silver Eagle.
Shout out to Jeb. Congratulations and good luck. What does that mean to you guys? That's going to be kind of exciting. You're a little proud.
Super pumped for him because we've seen him, we work out with him every day, seeing the hard work he puts in and day out. It's just great to finally see him make it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see when he kills it at the games, just letting everybody else know the hard work and sacrifice that he's been putting into his trade for the past 5 years.
Now the Reebok CrossFit Games are said to sort of demonstrate the strongest, is it the strongest or the fittest? The fittest people on earth. So here you get to work right next to, shoulder to shoulder, one of those individuals that's competing in that. Yep. That's fantastic. Now are you guys attending, you working the games, you volunteering?
So I'm attending.
I'm attending too.
And I'll be volunteering actually.
What are you going to be doing?
So I'm going to be doing setup outside of the normal stadium. So the beach workout, the run, swim, run, the obstacle course. I'll be setting up stuff for that.
Neat. That sounds kind of fun actually. And before we got about a minute left. It can look a little intimidating if you see it CrossFit on TV. There's a lot of heavy duty work. But what do you tell people that are thinking of trying it and maybe feeling intimidated?
Tell people that there's always that you're going to get that sense of community. People are going to be helping you every step of the way, and you're not going to be thrown right into the flames at first. What you see on TV is not going to be what you're doing when you're just starting off.
Yeah, I would say a lot of people think they have to be in shape to come and do CrossFit, and you don't. Every movement that we do, we scale down to make it doable for anyone and everyone. So.
Makes it very doable, very, very good. Thanks, guys. Again, this is Sarah, Nash, and Robert from CrossFit in Fort Atkinson. We're talking makeup next. This is Girl Talk after all. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We are clearly here at the Vinery about to see some demonstrations. The lovely Denny and Josh here to my right are here to show us a little bit about garden art today. So take it away, Denny. What are we looking at?
All right. Well, I'm going to defer to Josh here for the first
We have
segment.
a few things that we're looking at, but we're going to talk about a new class that we have, the pop-up garden art here, little pop-up stakes.
Oh, I love that.
So this is another great example of fuse glass where we're melting it in the kiln. And this has a little bit of dimension to it as well.
So is this something where it's different pieces that you're just arranging?
Yep, you cut out your own pieces, and we have different little stringers and niblets, or if you're feeling a little creative, you can make some flowers or
Yeah, they're all so different.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone has their own style.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a neat thing about the class when it's all over with. You know, I get to walk around and see all the different styles that kind of come out of the class. So it's really fun.
And remind viewers, if they haven't been aware before, what exactly do you mean by fused glass? What is the process? How does it work?
So this fusible glass, it's all tested compatible. So when we put it in the kiln, it melts down together and fuses and becomes one with itself. Denny has an example here of a mushroom that's a little bit more of a full fuse. So it's a little bit melted down more completely, whereas these are 100 degrees less than the kiln, so 1370 degrees. And it leaves a little bit more dimension. They don't melt down into each other.
So that's where you get that texture because it's not as hot, so it doesn't melt at all flat.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so from my experience, you start with little different pieces and, like you said, stringers and shards and all kinds of different glass styles and even a powder, right?
Oh yeah, different frit. There you go.
I think that's my favorite.
Nice.
I love the way it feels.
Yeah,
like
she knows what
sand.
she's talking about. And then you design it, lay it flat, give it to you two or whomever is the staff
whoever
helping
here,
at the class.
and we'll fire it in the kiln for you. Process usually takes about 18 hours.
18 hours.
Yeah.
So you can pick up your beautiful art next day or the day after, typically, yeah?
Typically, we say about a week or so.
Oh, say about a week. Okay, sorry.
We got a lot going on.
That's right. It's not just one person's art, right? Only my art is more important. I want it first in line. No, that's good for people to know because people, I think, do get very excited, especially if it's a first time that they've done something like that.
We do
to see
make
the finished.
accommodations for people that, sometimes.
But anticipation helps with excitement. So a week out, you get your beautiful art back. And these would be called like garden stakes. Is that kind of what you were
pop-up garden stakes.
Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, so what's happening over on this side? We've got some action here.
On to the next thing here.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to show you briefly how to make a mushroom cap. And I'll actually just pull this. This should just come right off on a good day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty.
So that's the finished piece. Okay. And
Is this copper?
It is copper tube.
I love the combination of copper.
On the underneath side, I've mounted a little grommet to hold the tube, so you can take it off at will.
Simple construction, but I mean it's very functional.
Yeah. So the fun part about this is you get to smash glass with a hammer.
Yes.
Okay. And I brought 2 different size hammers, depending on how you're feeling a particular day when you're working on it. Okay. If you're having a hard day, you might want to use a large hammer. Okay. So far today's been good. So I'll use a small hammer.
It's a small hammer day for Denny. Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of glass and I have a little glass glob on the tabletop there.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see that.
I love how each part of this process is glass too. Even the little leverage to do the braking is glass.
There you go. Cool. So I'm going to set it on top like that. And then just so glass doesn't go flying, I'll put a piece of paper on top. Whoops, small hammer.
Small hammer day.
All right, and then I just smash it.
One hit, and you're done.
And then it breaks it all up like that. And then I'm going to take these pieces and begin to fit it onto a base glass.
Okay. So every design is going to be absolutely unique because it breaks differently every time, and that is a beautiful thing in itself.
And if you use the big hammer, you may have a number of more pieces than what we have here.
So that typically will break more and smaller and, okay, yep, got it.
Okay, so then after we have that kind of laid out, and I use this really technical glue, it's actually hairspray.
I love it.
And I can just kind of squirt a little bit on, and when that sets up and gets sticky, it'll hold the glass in place.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do, and you can see on top here, we have this glass frit that we put on top. And with this, we call it vanilla cream, it's sort of kind of an ivory color. When we sprinkle it on, it reacts to the blue glass and kind of creates some different coloration. So basically, it's not anything too technical. You just kind of sprinkle it around, and you can kind of decide how much or how little you'd like to put on there. And I have 2 different coarsenesses. I have the first one was a fine frit, and the second one is just a little coarser like that. You just sprinkle it around like that. And that's all there is to it.
And that's all there is to it. Then you take it away, fire it up, and it comes out looking something like this.
It's actually fired twice. Okay. The first time it's fired flat. Okay, and as Josh mentioned before, we took it to higher temperature, so it's almost completely smooth. Okay. And then the second firing, we put it on a dome-shaped mold. Okay. And that's what gives the glass its curve.
And then when the glass heats up, then it just literally kind of melts down.
It drapes right over,
and becomes a mushroom cap.
Yep.
It's so beautiful. So, and as far what is this called again? Do you remind me? Ellen had it.
Frit.
There you go.
Expert now, people.
And they come in all different colors.
They do.
Okay, so you could do, and so does the glass. So you could do mushrooms of all shapes,
possibilities are unlimited.
And that's what I love about this place. This is beautiful. So mushroom cap garden art. We've got pop-up stick garden art, and there's one more thing over there in the corner that I'd love to hear about.
Upcycling here. Got a little solar lantern here, but we have a bottle that we have cut the top and the bottom off of there. So then we can glue on some pieces with some epoxy or some good well-bond glue and do your design on there. And once you're all done, you can grout it, and then you can have a nice little mosaic.
Oh my gosh!
It'll show up beautifully at night.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
A fun
and you
project.
could just put that right on your front stoop or on your porch or anywhere that you want.
Right.
And when the light comes through, does it have an effect with that mosaic actually?
Oh, well, the glass just kind of comes alive.
Yeah, wow.
Takes on a whole new life.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I could totally see that, especially this time of year when people are having those backyard parties. Maybe you're having a bonfire and you need to light a path back to the house or up the patio.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Or a very nice gift, or bring someone into a class, learn how to do this, and then gift it to the person that you brought to class without them even knowing it was
great housewarming gift.
Something unique. Well, thank you so much, Denny and Josh at the Vinery, for showing us all these examples, ways to get involved. There's umpteen amount of classes you can take here. Quickly, there's an event on August 19th.
Yes, it's our tent sale, our annual tent sale. I hope everybody comes. We have a good variety of things. We're going to be feeding people at lunch. It'll be a great time.
Feeding people lunch, learning stuff. Again, always classes, wonderful things to learn here at the Vinery right off East Washington Avenue. Thank you so much for joining us for Girl Talk. See you next time.